What is up guys, it's Ruben from where2.host, and today we'll be doing a shared web hosting review for Hostgator. We'll be going from sign up all the way through to getting our hosted website up and running. Let's do this. Hostgator.com. First thing we need to do is find the package we're looking for. We're looking for a web hosting option. Let's take a look rather here at the web hosting so we can choose a package. Hatchling plan, baby plan, business plan. We won't need the business plan. There's just extra features that we just really do not need. So we're going to go with the hatchling plan. We now land on the customer portal where we can take a look at our domain. We already have a domain, so we're going to choose to transfer rather. But I would like to test here. I like to test domains. Okay, so they show you the one that you have chosen. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna go with our domain that we already have. We'll have our subdomain, our domain, and our extension. Next will be to choose our plan. I do like the fact that you can change the package type, even though you've already selected the baby plan. Maybe once you actually saw the billing options and you say, hey, well, you know, the baby plan for 6 months is 9 and the hatchling is 8.76. Maybe we should go for the baby plan. That's a very nice one. I do like how they break it up, the periods, 1, 3, 6, 12, 24 and 36. It scales very well by the looks of it the longer you take it, which is a very nice aspect. That's a loyalty aspect that some sites really do forget about, and this is one where they really stand out. Okay, we will fill in our username and our security pin later, along with the billing information. Our services, protecting our site from hackers. It's a demo site, not going to have any valuable information in there, so there's no need for it. Backing up our hard work, we don't need that. If it gets lost, it gets lost. It's going to take like 5 minutes to set up anyways, so it's no worries. And we've got here our coupon code. This is the current deal Snappy, but I actually believe that if you go to Hostgator/coupons, they show you a whole list of coupons that are available. Last but not least, we want to take a look and review our order. So we've got our phone, email support, etc, etc. We've got instant account activation, which they say is free, along with the money back guarantee. That's a very nice feature. And then it shows us our hatchling plan. This is the original pricing, and then they show us the discount we get, and it all amounts to $8.76. And we've got our terms of service, cancellation and privacy policy, which I will go and read now, and then I'm going to fill out my bill information and my username and password, and then I will bring you guys back. Guys, we are back, and a few events have transpired. It's been actually a few days now, because we signed up now with the Hostgator in the subdomain. It's now somehow flagged their fraudulent system, and their account was put on hold and had to first contact customer support. Luckily, it was quite easy. They had a Skype number, quickly called the Skype number, chatted to someone there, and they assured me I wasn't some Russian hacker or something, you know. They said they're quite aware of that. It's just the fact that Hostgator was in the subdomain. So we cleared that up. The guy I was talking to on support, he actually changed my subdomain for me. Very easy, very quick. It was simple, and then we were back on track again. So that was pretty cool for their support aspect. And now we actually get to do some hosting. We get to build our website, we get to take a look at all their features, all their available options, and we get to have some fun. Here we are at the customer portal where we will log in. We land on our account page. You can actually see here's the the fraudulent ticket, so to speak. We want to go over to our hosting. So we're going to use the get started option. I think we'd like to use the site builder. Oh, and they tell us, okay, click on the site builder. We've got the plans that we can choose from. Because we took the smaller package that they have, we can only use the basic web builder. But there isn't anything there extra that we would actually really need at the moment, so that's quite alright. We choose the domain which we'd like to use the site builder on. Awesome. Now we get to choose our template. Let's see. Well, the category. Oh, wrong button. There you go. The category. We are definitely computers and technology. Let's see. I was actually already taking a look at the templates, and I found one that I quite like a lot. So I'm going to choose that template, and then we get to start editing. And here we are. Editing. And there we have it. Where to host. Setup. This took me approximately 10 minutes. Wasn't longer. I think more like 8. And here it is. All the information. How awesome is that? Next, what we're going to do is actually FTP our tester site in. When you sign up, you get an email with all the relevant information. I'm talking about your server IP address, your login password, and your username, because that's all you actually need to FTP in. They give you your host information, your username, your password, connect to the FTP, and there you go. We are now connected. We can go to our public HTML. Here's all our, this is our site builder stuff, but obviously now we are going to delete that, and we're going to update our new information, our tester site. We'll drag and drop. The FTP part, we already know, like, they give us all the information, so there's not much issues there. This is going to quickly upload. It's all queued here, and when it's done queuing, I'm going to bring you back and we're going to see. Alright, everything has now uploaded. We've got our index, our CSS, and all our assets. We can just verify everything that we expected to be there is there. And it seems to be all in perfect order. So now the next thing would be to go to HG. We can go to our site, and here it is, all loaded. It's gonna, obviously it's the first time loading, so it's gonna take a while for all the images to go in. But I want to see also the second round. If I reload it, I want to test for caching to see if they cache these large images for better performance. And then we're going to run it through our speed tester sites. We can exactly get a nice rundown of how they perform. Okay, the site has loaded now for the first time. All the images are in, small, large, and extra large. Now here comes real test when we refresh the page. Boom! All the images were cached, and I believe the CSS might have also been cached as well. So that was quick, that was easy, everything was cached, it's everything I expected it to be. Now, let's take a look at our speed testing. For our speed testing, we're going to grab our URL, and we're just going to paste it, and we're going to start the testing. I don't have any specific preference at the moment, so we're just going to test in a general way. We've got GT metrics and web page test. Alright, our first web page test has been completed. We can see here that the first initial load took 9.926 seconds. This is around about the average. We've got a speed index of 903, got 58 DOM elements as per normal. Nothing special here. Our repeated view has a slightly high load. Actually take a look here and see. Our CSS did not seem to be cached, and I see that the static content was not cached either. That's rather unfortunate. Let's take a look at GT metrics. See, our browser caching they're not doing everything. Our styles were not cached. That's really unfortunate. But otherwise, everything else seems to be have done quite well. CSS has been minified. See, it's literally just the static content has not been cached. This page speed score we can ignore because the server scale images, etc. Overall, it is a very good score nonetheless if you ignore the page speed score because of the optimized images. No image optimization was done, but the caching, unfortunately, this has not been done very well by the looks of it. So that's a bit unfortunate. If we actually take a look here, let's just rerun the test. We see here with previously it was just over a 600 speed index, and now it's 457. Alright, looks like our load time is now, for the first view, is 10, but our speed index went down even further for repeated view of now 368, where it was around 460. So it seems to get better and better over time. I could be wrong, but I still see that cached, no static content is cached, which is a bit of a disappointment. The performance is good nonetheless. The fact that the load time seems to be getting smaller and smaller each time you load the page is really good. So it's probably like a learning curve, some sort of machine learning involved with the caching, where it learns what to load and what not to load. Looks like our CSS was indeed cached this time around. So I suppose that's where the decrease in load time came in and gave a higher speed index, because it learned. That's what I can at least assume. It learned to start caching the CSS. It looks very good. It performs rather well. We'll do obviously much more in-depth testing for our where2.host site information, but for this video that seems quite enough. And there you have a Hostgator simple overview of two of the features using their site creation and FTPing files in. We took a little bit of a look at their speed, and now for the overview. Alright, we're getting to the end. This is the overview, what I liked and what I did not like. First of all, what I liked was their support. Unfortunately and fortunately, it was the first thing that I actually encountered with them was their support. Now, they were very easy, very simple. I didn't have to call them from a telephone. They had Skype support as well, which was great. I called the guy. I said, hey, listen, I got an email. He said, oh yes, I know. Took a look at it. He says, told me what the issue was. We were able to sort it out. We even had a few laughs about it. So they're very friendly, very helpful, and that was great. They got an email confirmation saying, hey, it's all been done, it's all been sorted, you are now ready and you can go ahead and have some fun and host. Next, we take a look at their quick installs. This is something that I actually want to show you guys. Here we've got all their quick installs, but not only do they give you, just the average WordPress, Joomla, Magento, and their site builder, they actually go to such an extent of categorizing, saying what things you need. For example, if we needed a calendar, we've got web calendar we can put in. If we needed some billing thing, we've got that as well. So that's really, really nice. I know exactly what I'm looking for, and that's just made an overall great user experience. Now, talking about that, we want to get over to the control panel. Now, they didn't just use the regular C panel, they actually adjusted it a bit to make it so more Hostgator-y by having this whole side panel here. But that has actually added something really nice. For example, I was looking for my domains. Now, when I initially land here on the control panel, I have to go, there's the domains. But what's cool is if you were here and you click domains, it scrolls for you. And I really like that. And you go, oh, and take a look at the advanced, and it scrolls for you. And now the essentials, and it scrolls up. And I really like that. It's a small feature, but it's added a lot of feel to it, and it's made finding the tools that I need to use so easy. So emailing, the email setup was really nice, very easy. I had all the information that I needed. I have previously encountered email setups where if you try to use the program's automatic configure, it doesn't want to, and you have to go custom, you have to choose pop, IMP, whatever, ever. But it was really easy. I entered the email address, it went, got all the information I needed, and then from there I just had to enter my password and I was in, and that was it. So that was brilliant and lovely, and I enjoyed that quite a lot. And last but not least, the add-ons. Now the add-ons, this is something that I thought was brilliant. Guys, you have to go, I swear you could honestly spend about an hour just taking a look at through all the add-ons that they have. There are so many. You've got themes that you can buy directly and use for WordPress or Joomla. There's so much that is going on here. It'll take forever. But something I thought was really cool is their professional service. Now they've got these WordPress starters where it's services that is offered to you, especially people who don't, like, let's say it's your first time and you've no idea how to set up a WordPress site, and despite their system and how they lead you through it being so easily, you still struggle and you just need a little bit of help. You got somebody to help you just set it up, get all that information in place, and that was just brilliant. Just the fact that they offer that. But if you actually go take a look at all this stuff that they have, it's honestly so much. There's so much to do here. You could spend so much time just learning all the things that they have. Unfortunately, I don't have 3-4 hours to go play with everything and go test everything. But overall, just the fact that they have all these options and these customizability, you already can see that they are honestly trying their absolute best to make the greatest user experience possible, and for that I give them the biggest thumbs up. But unfortunately we get to the what I did not like, the cons aspect. This was one thing that was a bit unfortunate to me. Luckily there was a way around it, but there was no button to go directly to the cPanel. And that was a bit unfortunate for me. It would have been so much nicer if I could just have a button to get to my cPanel, log me in automatically. I mean, I've already signed into my Hostgator account, just give me direct access. The only other way was to actually go to cPanel directly and then log in. Or the other way was to actually go to one of their, like let's say it was their file manager or one of their hosting dashboard options, go there and then go to this thing that I was looking, like let's say it was domains or taking a look at the server statuses or whatever the case may be. But the fact that there wasn't a direct button, it was a bit unfortunate. And then when we took a look at the testing, no caching was done for static content, but I was really hoping that they would and have some sort of an algorithm of sorts that goes and checks for static content and caches it. But luckily, those are the only two aspects that I could see wrong with them. Otherwise, Hostgator is a brilliant hosting site. Would I use them again? 100%. 100%. I definitely used them. They were so easy, so helpful, and just efficient in every way. The overall site was, nothing felt cluttered. Everything felt like it is where it need be. And that made it a wonderful user experience. And one of the biggest criteria are, did I actually enjoy it? And I enjoyed it to such an extent that I had fun. Like, I literally had fun setting up my website, and that was so cool. So definitely a big thumbs up. Well, that does it for today's review of Hostgator. I hope you guys now have a better idea of who you would want to host your website.